I was not chasing a person. I was chasing my twin flame through the person that was being shown to me. I was just following the good feeling that was in front of me until I ended up with my true twin flame.
Welcome to this video. We are twin flames, Daniel and Carmen, twin flames in union. And today's topic is all about why the divine masculine chased the karmic partner instead of me and how I fixed it. Juicy topic. So first, we of course want to know what's going on with the divine masculine. Why do you choose a karmic partner? Why would you choose them? Why would you chase them? No, for real. We want to know, what has it been like chasing a karmic partner?
The simple answer is we basically have no brain and we just do whatever we feel called to. That's a joke now. The simple answer is because it feels different. I remember when I was chasing the person I thought it was my twin flame, it was because it felt different compared to other relationships or girls for me. Like of course I felt like these butterflies in my stomach when I like girls and I was like, oh my God, I feel, oh. But this other girl felt different. It didn't just attracted me like physically, like feeling these butterflies, but also there was like this emotional connection, things that happened to me when I was close to her. My heart was beating super fast. I remember when I tried to talk to her, like in person, I was just like, I couldn't move, and she just would look at me like, and then leave, and then I was just like, so I always wonder why I had like these reactions to this person. And yeah, that's why I was chasing her most of the time, because I thought these weird reactions were what made like this special relationship, right? The more intense or the weirdest the reactions were, then the more it was like a confirmation that this is the person, you know, this is what I was looking for most of my life. And I only knew about soulmates, so I was like, oh my God, which is true, she was a soulmate, right? But I confused a soulmate with a twin flame. I thought we were meant to be together for like forever, you know, and yeah. And eventually, I actually got into a relationship with her, but we were both like, oh yes, this feels different. And we were even talking about being bounded by a special thing. I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but there is this story that some souls are like bounded by a red thread in their like fingers like this, and nothing can break that bond. So we were talking about all these things. And in truth, at least in my journey, it was just my awakening into spirituality. This was like the open door for me, because without this relationship, there was not much interest from my side to learn about spirituality. I was not a spiritual guy at all. So that's when I started exploring spirituality, relationships, and connections, and what's going on here. And I realized that from time to time we had like these similar things. I don't know, I will make some changes in my life and she will make the same changes without me telling her. So I didn't know it was called mirroring, but I was aware that something was going on there, like, and that, you know, awakened more curiosity within me. At some point, I just kept falling for this girl over the years, time and time again, because I thought I couldn't have any other relationship that was better than this one. I thought this was like the top of the thing, but it was also not the best relationship. There was not much connection after some time. She was coming and going. I thought that was a twin flame relationship, even though I didn't know the term twin flames, but I thought like, yeah, like these weird behaviors and patterns may be from like this super spiritual thing, because, you know, you cannot be together because whatever reason, right? Like all these things I was making up in my mind. Thanks to that, I found the twin flame journey, and that's when I started to realize that there was something about soulmates, something meaningful relationship that was not just to fulfill your heart desires into a romantic partner, but also like help you live a purpose and share your union. And that's when I started to do my inner work with the mirror exercise that Twin Flames Universe and Jeff and Shelia teach. And that's when I started to see changes in this relationship. Even though she was not my twin flame, I felt some improvements in our dynamic until it was clear that this girl was not my twin flame, because at some point we were choosing different things, like very obvious things. I was choosing commitment and union, and this girl was still hesitant about the relationship. She was still like, well, I don't see you more than a friend, or I'm not ready to go into a relationship. I feel like I want this relationship. I feel like I want more. I want to go deeper, but she's staying in the same place. And for some time, it was not something that I thought like 2 days later. It was something that took me like actually a year and a half. That's when it became clear for me, like she's not the right person. But thanks to that person is that I awakened to all of these things. Because, at least in my experience as a man, you are not really open into feeling things. You are usually more like a brute force, right? That's how a man kind of behaves. Yes, you love the person, you have feelings, but you don't really pay attention to the feelings. And when you start the twin flame journey, you actually get in touch with a lot of feelings and emotions. You just need time to open and process these feelings and be like, okay, I am a man, but I also have feelings. I also have emotions. I also want relationship with a woman, right? It's not just like waking up, eating, and going back to sleep. Core of this thing was I was not chasing a person. I was chasing my twin flame through the person that was being shown to me. I was just following the good feeling that was in front of me until, by the grace of God, the universe, whatever you call it, I ended up with my true twin flame. But it was not just that it happened. I did the inner work. She did the inner work.
Yeah, this is how you can fix it. Daniel already shared it. You can take on the healing. Here's the beautiful part of it. It only takes one twin flame to do the inner work. You don't need your divine masculine, your twin flame, to do the work for you or with you. You can take it on. When you are aware of all of these things and what's going on, and they seem to not care, they seem to chase this person and don't want anything to do with you, no worries. It's just a block. It's not the reality. And the sooner you let go of giving this power and focus on these things, if you do this, if you feel this way, we totally get that. We've been there too. But the sooner you take the focus onto yourself and realize, okay, basic foundation here, me and my twin flame, we are one. We share one consciousness. And that means when I heal, my twin flame heals too at the exact same time. So the story that Daniel shared today, why he chased a karmic partner, false twin flame, or a soulmate, right? All of these, they are basically the same. They give you the same lessons. They bring you towards your twin flame. And meanwhile, while he was exploring another person as his twin flame, I was working through the same. My false twin flame, or you could even say now karmic partner, was also with a different person. While I didn't know this person for all my life, as he, for example, did, I still felt this big connection, like I knew this person since the beginning, and all these magical things happened where the universe was constantly telling me, like, this is your person. I saw his name everywhere, all the songs that reminded me of him, and all of these things, right? And I just followed this good feeling and mirrored with the mirror exercise whatever this person was bringing up. For example, when they were with a different partner, I sat down, I did the mirror exercise on this one. I had to move through feelings and fears of I am not good enough, or my good can be taken away from me, or I am chasing love outside of myself. I wanted him to validate me, to confirm that he loves me too, and that he only wants me. And I was trying to get it from him, right? Like by looking good, by posting new pictures, by sharing how good my life works, and I'm so independent and so good. But none of these things really worked out. Honestly, the moment I surrendered and I was like, okay, I just choose to heal, honestly heal. I don't want to experience this situation ever again. I choose to learn my lessons. I choose to take him, my twin flame ultimately, as my ascension tool, like really as my teacher, and move through whatever is in front of me. That moment is when my even false twin flame broke up with his karmic partner, and I never had to experience that again. And not long after that, we met and we became friends first. And, you know, the rest of the story is we married and live happily ever after.
Yeah, the cool thing about twin flame is that you are one and you're always working on the same lesson, even if it doesn't look like it. Like
Yes.
for us, we were both looking for like our twin flame, and it seemed like they had a third party, but in truth, we were just like looking in the wrong place. But that helped us find alignment where we wanted to be. Once you learn the lesson, you understand that your twin flame is looking for you. Like the girl I was so much in love with had a lot of the things that I love in my twin flame, but not to the point that my twin flame can embrace. Like she was always very hesitant in going to the next level. And my twin flame, my true twin flame, she's not hesitant in going all in into what she likes, into her hobbies. Like my so-called twin flame didn't want to. She always like stayed in her comfort zone, right? Mm-hmm. If your twin flame, if your divine masculine or divine feminine is dating someone else, rest assured that it is not going to break your union. It's not going to happen because it can't. They are just finding awareness on their own by going through their lessons, and you can just, surrender to them, trust them that they will learn them, and that you will find alignment here and you will end up together, because that's how every twin flame story ends. We are not like the only twin flames together. So this is also for you, and you will get there. You just need to work your process, work your journey, and fall in love with it.
Beautiful. With that being said, you can actually start today for free when you click the link in the description box down below. There you will find a free twin flame test to instantly go deeper. That's how we started, and that's where you can end up at. Don't forget to
like,
subscribe,
and comment down below. See you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.